Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. So today's video is going to be on how I created this full glam cut crease look with glitter. If you want to see how I created this, then just keep on watching. Right guys, so let's just get started. I've already done one of my eyes because I think the video would be far too long. So I'm going to use my Leighvi 144. I always want to say 244. I don't know why. And then I'm just gonna really lightly just start to carve out a shape. And then I just pat it down the way. And then I just go and put it all over the lid. You can see how full coverage that is. It's literally just covered like everything. Right. So now that I've done the concealer, I'm going to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. What I'm using to do this is the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in the number 13. Yeah. So I'm just going to use a pencil brush to put this on with. And I'm just going to take like what's ever left over in the lid because you don't want to take too much of it. And I'm just going to pat this really softly into the inner corner. You can see how like bright that is. And then I'm just going to take it underneath the brow bone, on top of the brow bone. I use the Luxe Crease brush, Luxe Crease brush, there you go. Like the eyeshadows I'm using today are the Melt Stack. This is the Rust Melt Stack that I'm using. These eyeshadows are definitely worth the money. If you have been thinking about, should I invest in Melt, should I just do it? Because literally as soon as I got this I was like, oh my gosh, I have been missing out. So I'm going to start off with the colour Rubbish. It looks like this. Now I'm quite like to bring my eyeshadow quite high up in this section of my eye. Don't be scared to do that because once you put all the eyeshadow on, it'll come together and it'll look really nice. So I take my MAC 217 brush now with that same the same colour Rubbish. It's not a very good name when you're trying to describe it. And then I just kind of deepen up the crease area and I kind of buff away any patchiness. Now I'm going to take my Luxe Defined Crease brush. I literally can't say crease, what the hell. Now what I'm going to use is the colour Rust and it's this kind of reddy shade, and then I'm just going to start in the crease. And I always kind of make sure that the inner part of the eye is done first. So like I work my way in the way and then I circle it out. Jack, you want to make an appearance? He's like sulking because I won't give him attention. I'm just going to take the 217 brush again and make sure all the edges are just blended in. I'm going to go in with the darkest colour now, and this is the shade Rot. This is a really deep, nice brown colour. I'm going to take that brush again, the Luxe Defined Crease brush, the 224. With this you can also use like pattern motions. It gives you a wee bit more control to get that deeper colour in. And then what you can do is you can blend out with one of your other brushes. Because that's the problem with like a darker colour, you don't want to end up putting it too far up. Then I'm going to take the Rubbish colour and I'm just going to blend over the edges, and I'm using my MAC 217 for this. So I'm just going to use my Urban Decay concealer again just to do this. I'm going to just pop it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use the same brush that I cut the eyebrow with, define the eyebrow with. With this bit, just take your time because you don't want to ruin anything that you've done already. And I like to lift my eyebrows up like this so that it helps stretch out the skin. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take my 217 brush again with the Rubbish colour, and I'm just going to blend this harsh line away and try create like a transition. What I like to do is I like to run it along my lash line as well. Take the Luxe Defined Crease brush again, and with that Rust colour, and I'm just gonna kind of do the same steps as you've done for the top of the eye, just for this bit as well. So I'm going to take a Luxe Petite Crease brush. I'm going to take that darkest brown colour again, and I'm going to just use this to pack it on. Then once you've done that, just take your 224 brush and just blend over that, and then your 217 just to make sure you have no harsh lines. Then what I'm going to do is just take a flat shader brush. This one is the 234 brush from Leighvi. It's just called Classic, and it just looks like that. So, and I'm just going to pat that on the lid. So now this is the fun part. I'm using the Urban Decay Midnight and Cowboy glitter. This one is amazing. I use it all the time. They're just amazing. If you've not tried them, you should definitely try them out. They're really, really, really good. Now I'm going to just do my liner. So I'm going to use just a liner brush. This one is a MAC one. I think it's a 260. Yep. And then I'm going to use my Inglot 77 liner, which looks like that. I don't know why I said liner like that. Once I bring it to the edge of my eye, I'm going to just blend it in with the dark colour. So the lashes I'm going to use are the Prima Lash Insane lashes. I'm going to do the bottom of my eyes while the glue is getting tacky on them. I'm going to just go on and take that gel liner, and I'm just going to put it along my waterline. I'm going to take that pencil brush again that we used, smudge that down. Please excuse the faces that I pull. I can't help it. Right, and then I'm going to take that rust colour, the red, like the reddy tone one, and I'm going to blend over the top of that. And I'll take my 217 brush with that rubbish colour and just lightly run it underneath. Don't worry about bringing it too far down, because the thing is you're going to clean it up with concealer anyways. This is why I do the eyes first, when the eyes are like mega extreme in your face sort of thing, because it just means that if you get shit like this, then it means you can just clean it up. So now that's the eyes done, I'm gonna zoom these out because these are a bit close, you know, to my face, so that we can go on and do the complexion and try and make it look flawless. So now that we're zoomed out and my face is on full show, I'm just going to do my eyebrow quickly so that I don't forget to do it and go out with like one eyebrow. Let's get on to the skin. Now for the primer I'm going to use is the Cover FX Custom Blot Drops. Obviously I've got oily skin, so these kind of help. I don't know if I noticed like a complete difference, but I think it does definitely help with the wear of the foundation. Thing there, there and there, and then I'm just going to rub it into my skin. So that gives like a nice tackiness to the skin. Then I'm going to go in just to kind of give these parts of my face a bit of a glow. I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Dew Drops in Dew You. I just put this on with my hand, but feel free to put it on with a brush or with a sponge. So the foundation I'm using is my favourite, and it's the All Hours foundation from YSL. It looks like this. I've got the shade BD50, which I think is something like honey or something. I don't know, but it's BD50. This is a really nice foundation if you have oily skin, or if you like a matte full coverage foundation, then this you should definitely try out. It's probably one of the best that I've tried. I'm going to put this on with my Real Techniques Expert face brush. Does anyone else hold their breath when they do like makeup? Or is it just me? Because I swear I always hold my breath and I'm like, or when I'm taking a picture of myself, I'm like going like red in the face because I'm just about to pass out. Yeah, my hair's just not playing at the moment. Like I need to get it done, but it's just that way, it's just nothing, it doesn't look nice in any way, so I just feel like I'm always tying it up. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to quickly bounce, you know me, bouncing over with my beauty blender just to make sure it's all blended in. I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay concealer, and I'm just going to do the usual, and this is the part where you just kind of neaten up anything under your eyes. So I'm going to blend it each eye, just because I do find that this dries really quick. So now for like kind of higher points like my chin and my wee forehead. My wee forehead? I'm going to use the Hourglass Vanish Stick in the shade Porcelain just to add a bit of light to the skin. I feel like the Urban Decay concealer is good for that, but it's, I don't know, I just feel like this has got a nice kind of dew to it. Good look. This is a good look. I should just go out like this. And I'm just going to blend that in with my beauty blender. If you have not tried this foundation, you are missing out. Like, I'm just gutted because I got it in the wrong shade because I got it when I didn't have tan on. But it's like proper, like, it was like proper really, really light even when I didn't have tan on. So now I just use it as like a highlighting stick. Like highlighting, not like shimmer highlight, but like to highlight the points of your face. Right, so now that we've done that, I'm going to set the under eyes with my Kat Von D palette. This is what I use to set my under eyes when I'm going out and stuff, when I want a bit of that brightness underneath, because it looks really good in pictures. So I'm going to use the yellowy colour mixed in with the kind of light pinky shade. And I'm just going to lightly tap that just up and out. Just basically putting it everywhere where you put that concealer or that lighter shade. And then to set my face, I'm using something a bit different today. Like, I do use it a lot, but I'm in love with my Charlotte Tilbury right now, so it's really hard to kind of use anything else. But what I'm going to use today, because it photographs so well, it is so nice, it just gives the nicest finish to your skin. I probably should use this more, but it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting in this shade Dim Light. This is beautiful. So I'm going to use a flat-headed, like, kind of kabuki style brush. This is from the brand Napoleon, which I think is an Australian brand because I got it when I was in Australia. But it is just the nicest, just to pack like a nice powder on. So yeah, it's called Buffer Brush 24R. Now that I've done that and it's all set and looks nice and flawless, I'm going to contour and highlight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Multitask cheek brush from Real Techniques. This is really good for contour because it just gets it like right in the wee bit here. I'm going to use like my lightest and medium shade mixed in together from the Kat Von D palette, those two. I'll take my wee brush. This is an Anastasia brush. This is the one that came with the Modern Renaissance or Renaissance or whatever you call it, and I like it for contouring my nose. So once my contour is done, I'm going to bronze. So I'm just going to go over that just to kind of blend it all in with my Laguna Bronzer. I love this bronzer. I love it. Oh god, dropping everything. Really hard to make this bronzer look too much on your face. So if you find that you're putting bronzer on and it looks a bit like heavy, then this bronzer is really good. It just makes you look nice and sun-kissed. It's not overly orange, it's not too cool toned as well. I love bronzing my forehead, like, so much. See, because I've got like a really big forehead, it really helps with making it look smaller. I'm always partial to a tiny wee bit of blusher. Like, I just feel like this makes it all come together. And then I'm just going to pop a wee highlight on now. It's just the best part. My Bodescu Rose Water. And I'm just going to take the thing that I use for my inner corner. So the Starlit powder from Makeup Forever, and I'm going to take my MAC 224 brush, which is like the nice, oh, just spilled that all over me. The nice eye blending brush. Oh, look at that. Oh, it just gives like the nicest like highlight. As per usual, I'm taking it a bit too far, so I'm just gonna try not to do that. Like, this highlighter is like really, really good. Well, it's obviously like an eyeshadow, but it's really easy to take it too far with it. Like, really easy to just make it look like beaming, but it doesn't look powdery, which I love. Now I'm going to spray my face again just to make sure that's all set, and then I'll just bounce over it with my beauty blender. Make sure everything's nice and blended in. Now time for the lips. So I'm going to go in with one of my favourite liners. It's the Cappuccino liner from Rimmel. It's a really nice brownie shade, but it blends so nicely in with like light nudes. It just, yeah, it's really nice. Okay, so I'm going to use the Ludwig, I don't know how you say it, as per usual. This is such a nice nude colour. I love it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a wee gloss on top of that. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed this video because I really had fun creating this and showing you how I do one of my most requested looks when I'm working in the salon. So if you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.